Oh, he's way back there. Oh, this is a bad idea. Why did I put him behind so many Star Wars figures? Hey everybody, I am in front of the camera and awkwardly jammed between my desk and display case once again because I want to talk about the channel a little bit more. So at this point, there's a good chance that most, if not all of you, already know about all this FTC nonsense that's been happening and all the panic that's been causing and so on and so forth. Well, supposedly, and this is going by some hearsay and a couple of articles I tried to look up just to make sure that hearsay was, regular say, but supposedly the FTC has openly acknowledged the fact that for kids is a little bit too general a term, and they clarified saying that they are going to be going after channels and content that is explicitly for kids. So like gray area stuff like adult collectible reviews and things of that nature, probably okay. Thing is, the FTC has specified things. YouTube, not so much. So YouTube might still f everything up for everybody. Well, let's be honest, they're going to. And then they might walk it back. Personally, I know other channels have a lot more to deal with, and I'm still super angry on their behalf because all of this nonsense is YouTube's fault, and they're passing the buck, they're passing the blame, they're passing the onus, I guess, onto the creators, and that's completely ridiculous. But anyway, as I said, I'm super still mad on behalf of other channels that this is still going to affect because YouTube is ridiculous. But as far as this channel goes, the only thing YouTube can really do to me is wreck my monetization, and I don't monetize my videos because I never trusted YouTube to rely on them for money in the first place. So it's kind of So there has been, as you could guess, a change in plans in how I'm going to go forward with the channel right now. I am now no longer doing the for kids thing, and we'll just see what happens in January. I've designated the channel as not for kids, and it's going to stay that way, and if YouTube tries to give me any problems, then I'm just going to contest until they either force me to delete the video or acquiesce, basically, and tell me, yes, you're right, this is not explicitly for kids. Like I said, they're gonna screw it up. It's YouTube. They can't not screw it up, but my channel's pretty small, so I probably got less to worry about than the bigger channels like MGO, Balt Matrix, PA, Vangelis. So for the time being, I'm just gonna stay the course. Gonna do the not for kids thing, gonna just business as usual. However, that's actually a lie. I'd actually been contemplating doing this for a while, and this whole FTC, COPPA, COPA, whatever nonsense, it kind of gave me that little push that I needed. So the channel's still not going anywhere. The toy stuff, still not going anywhere, but the focus and presentation of the videos is going to be changing slightly. I'm not going to be stopping the figure study videos, but I'm gonna be kind of dialing them back a bit. And I'm actually going to start trying to push more enhanced edition videos. The reason for that being that I've kind of decided that I have more fun, and in most cases people seem to have more fun with those videos, with the videos where I show off repro labels or custom paintwork or just simple panel lining stuff. I've been actually, even before all this stuff kicked off, I was contemplating kind of changing the focus from simple toy art critiques to basically just showing off custom stuff. And this kind of gave me that nudge. So like I said, I'm not going to be doing away with the figure study stuff, but I am going to be slowly pulling it back and starting to focus a little bit more on customizing the stuff I have and doing videos on that rather than buying the new hotness and doing a video on that. Not like I've ever really done that. I think I've put out videos on the new toys maybe 3 times out of 320 something videos. Jeez. The other change is, and this, I'm not sure when this is going to kick off. It just kind of depends on where I'm at mentally and when I decide to do it, but I'm gonna pull back from the regularly scheduled 2 videos per week schedule that I've been keeping up with for a while, and basically just kind of try and do it more like when I want, which I want to say would still be like once a week, maybe twice a week, I don't know. But it's kind of getting to that point where imposing that schedule on myself is making it less fun, I guess, to make the videos. And I mean, you know, I have immense amounts of respect for the people who put out like a video a day. That's ridiculous. Like, I am in awe of Emgo's ability to put out one video a day and stay enthusiastic throughout the entire video every single time. I'm not even like that on my days off after I've had 5 cups of tea. But basically, I want to try and make it less like a job, because really this channel is a hobby and I do this for fun. I like connecting with you all. I like providing videos that either entertain you in as much as I can possibly entertain anyone, or, you know, share important information with you, or just make you think of things that maybe you hadn't thought of before, show off different repair techniques, customization stuff, whatever. So little by little, you might notice that the 2 videos a week are going to start to slow down. Still going to keep doing this. It's just, you know, things are going to start to shift a little bit. And again, to reiterate, this does not mean I'm going to stop doing figure study videos, because I am sure there are going to be figures that I get my hands on in the future that I don't actually want to customize or feel the need to customize. Like, hang on a sec. For example, 3A Bumblebee, the deluxe Bumblebee. What could I possibly customize on this? Yeah, so I've actually been wanting to do a figure study on this guy for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it because, I mean, it's having to drag the box out of the closet and get all the accessories and go over all that, but it will be a thing that happens. But yeah, it's just, I'm going off track. But yes, basically, to reiterate, as I said, again, I'm not going to stop doing the figure study videos, just going to try to focus more on the custom stuff, because that's where I have the most fun, and that kind of seems to be where a lot of people's interests lay, so I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm also going to try and push more stuff on Instagram. I've been putting up videos. I try to do videos. I've been putting up photos. Like, I try to do one a day, sometimes more. It's been just kind of photos from either photo shoots or videos or whatever, but then I've started doing more posting of custom stuff, and that actually seems to be getting a bigger response too, so I'm probably gonna just focus on custom stuff more. Again, still gonna do the regular toy stuff, but, you know, I want to mess around with custom stuff more, because that's what I've been getting a big kick out of lately. Case in point, I have Siege 8-Face, and didn't do a figure study video on him, but I went straight to the panel lining, because this off-white plastic is terrible. I mean, it's not like bad brittle plastic. I really don't know where people are getting that from. It feels fine, but it devours detail. Like, there are details on this thing that I scrutinized this thing with, you know, a magnifying glass and bright lights on it. And there are details on this thing I didn't know were there until I went in with the panel lining. So we're skipping the figure study on this guy. I'm going to be doing an enhanced edition on him at some point in the near future. Probably another week or so, because let's just say I've got 2 other videos that are going to be going up this week. So you'll probably see him next week. But yeah, going to be focusing on that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's what the plans for the future of the channel are. I hope this isn't disappointing to too many people. My apologies if so, but, you know, I put out a couple of videos lately where people have made fun of my voice in the past. Throughout most of my life, I've made fun of my voice. I basically sound like Marvin from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy if he was even more bored than he already is. That's just how my voice has been for, you know, my whole life. Believe it or not, it's actually improved over the years, but there have been videos where I haven't been 100% satisfied with how they came out, particularly due to the tone. And the tone, I think, is mostly because I was just very tired. Even when I was legitimately enthusiastic about something, I still just sounded very drained, very uninterested in what I was talking about. And that's not the case. With very few exceptions, everything I've made a video on so far has been something I've been really invested in. In particular, the 2 videos that are coming up this like this week, Tuesday and Thursday. I probably sound like I'm bored and don't care, but I can assure you, I was actually losing my mind when I got these figures in the collection, because they're really, really, really good figures. Spoilers, I guess. But I don't know, it just didn't come out in my voice. And I think part of that is just due to trying to push myself to hit that 2 video per week limit. And sometimes it gets down to the wire and it's either push things back or record what I can and hope for the best. And kind of, I want to stop doing that because I feel like it's better for you all if you get something that doesn't suck. Maybe with this slight change in direction for the channel, I might pop up in front of the camera more often. I'm sorry in advance. What? I mean, you're stuck with this, but they have a choice. Anyway, I've been recording this for 20 minutes, and it's probably only going to end up being about 5 to 10 minutes, so I should stop now and start editing, I guess, so I can get this up by now, since you're watching this video. Again, sorry to anybody who might be disappointed with the proposed new direction for the channel, but I kind of got to do what's best for me at this point, and I don't want to not do stuff for you all, but I feel like if I don't do what's best for me, then it ends up not being good for you anyway, so it's kind of just gonna go for it. But yay! The Kappa, whatever stuff isn't as horrendously awful as we thought, even though YouTube's probably still going to horribly screw over creators with monetization nonsense and flagging their channels for kid stuff, even though it's not actually kid stuff. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.